Sometimes we host movie nights in our driveway, and Dad just picked up a new projector screen. Let's check it out.
So we had another screen before this one. It was an inexpensive option that was actually bigger than this, but just not the same quality of construction as this one is. So we used it a couple of times, and honestly, I was afraid it would just blow away or break after a lot of usage. Also, we wanted to be able to project from both the front and the rear. And when we set up the old screen for rear projection, you could really see the projector behind it, just this really bright spot in the middle of the screen. So we did some research and we landed on the Elite Screens model you see here. So, here's what we landed on. I actually had a friend that has one of these, the previous model of it. We borrowed it for a movie night, worked out pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that sold us on buying one of our own. So let's take a look at some of the features of this screen, how it compares to the cheaper one that we had before, and I'll show you, it really is true. You get what you pay for. So let's take a look. Okay, we're unpacked. We got a lot of stuff, which really it's not too much considering how big of a screen this is ultimately going to be. What do we got over there?
We've got some legs.
Some legs, some nice aluminum lightweight legs for this thing. Here is the frame, also that lightweight aluminum there. We got a couple of bags of things. This is nice. They included some rope and some stake tie downs if we're going to use it outside so it doesn't blow away. We don't need that today. And then we've got another bag that's got some instructions and some bolts and screws and whatnot to hold all of these pieces together. And then finally, this little pouch actually includes the screen. So it comes with a nice little protective pouch for the screen, which is nice so that we don't get this thing all dirty and mussy between movie nights. So let's put it together. Okay. Ready? All right, let's do it. Elite Screens sells this in a number of sizes, including a huge 180-inch version. We opted for the 120-inch version that made the most sense for our use case. The lightweight aluminum frame is easy to set up. One person could certainly do it. It's even easier if you have help. You simply start by unfolding the frame, making sure that all the corners and joints are locked into place. Then lay the frame down with the snaps facing up. Next, lay the screen over the frame, again paying attention to the orientation of the snaps along the edge. You'll want to push those snaps into place. I found it easy to start in the corners, pulling on the corner loop to help stretch the screen into place. Once the corners have been snapped down, then just go along the edges, pulling the screen a little bit to get the snaps where you need them. Once we've got the screen on the main frame, we just need to add these detachable legs, which is super nice. They've got this new clamping mechanism, which is an upgrade over the previous version. I just like to kind of leave it partially done. It will slide into the bottom of the screen and then just locks into place with this nut. Let's do the other side. All right, once we get the other side on, we're ready to flip the screen up. I like to leave part of the length collapsed just to make it easier to flip it up. We just need to make sure that this leg is out of the way when we go up. So, CK, you want to flip that over like I did? Cool. And then we'll pick up the screen.
Ooh, this is cool. It keeps it in place. This leg has a little brace on the back, and then you just like put it on here. Screw goes in here. My dad says this is a new upgrade from the previous one, but I don't know what he's talking about.
We opted for the Elite Screens Duo screen, which allows you to project from either the front or the rear. So if you remember what we said earlier, our old model, when you projected from the rear, you saw this big bright light coming right through the middle of the screen, which wasn't awesome. This one looks great, whether you're projecting from the front or the back. Okay, that's it. Now we gotta take it all apart and put it away. But thankfully, disassembly is just as easy as assembly, so we're going to do that right now, and we'll speed up the video. So if you want to watch, feel free to stick around. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. So see you next time.
See you next time.
All right, see ya. Let's get to work.